What's going on, housemates? Marcelo here, and I'm recording this video the morning after Arsenal's 3-2 win against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. We are now through to the semi-final and one step away from our first trip to Wembley in almost 5 years. Of course, with that being the semi-final and final of the FA Cup that Mikel Arteta won only months into his managerial career. And it was a bit of a chaotic game, really, just in terms of the way it unfolded. A lot of changes to the starting 11. You know, we had Partey at right back, we had Timber at center back, and then Kivior and Kieran Tierney finally made his first start in over a year for the club. So that was really exciting to see him on the team sheet. We had a midfield of Jorginho, Odegaard, and Merino. And then we had a front three of Sterling, Jesus, and Trossard. It was a really poor first half, and it started out, with really a worst case scenario. Such a simple ball over the top, route one stuff, and Kivior just misread the flight of the ball, maybe got out-strengthened by Mateta. And yeah, he just didn't do enough. It was far too easy. And Mateta did well, to be fair to him, showed great composure, took an extra touch, and finished it with his left foot. And, that's just an awful start to a game because you know that Palace is not really going to be all that intent on scoring again from that point. And so it was a half where I just looked at everyone on the pitch and I couldn't think of anyone who is really a game changer, and a serious threat by themselves in attack. And so I was really nervous in that, based on that first half, that we wouldn't be able to find a way back in. But thankfully we did. And it really was down to the substitutions that Mikel Arteta made. It has to be said. He brought on a number of people, but Saka and Odegaard changed the game for us. Jesus had a really good run. Actually, Mikel Merino also. His game is more subtle. He does things that we might not be able to appreciate with the naked eye. But if you watch the highlights again, right, Mikel Merino makes a run, sort of a decoy run to drag defenders out of position a bit. It's exactly what he does. Jesus follows in behind. Odegaard plays a nice ball to him. And Jesus shows composure himself. Chalobah goes down a little early. Could Jesus have gone down to, get a pen? Probably. Stays up, and it's a perfect finish, man. It's such a difficult finish, too, because the touch has to be so delicate, and he dinks it over Henderson so well. So much credit to Jesus, man, because, yeah, that was such a cold finish. And he looked like he's been scoring goals regularly, to apply that finish so confidently. So it's 1-1. The stadium exploded. I was at the match. We go up 2-1 then. Saka finds Jesus, and Jesus is definitely offside, but oh well. It's Carabao Cup. There's no VAR. I don't know why there isn't. I still don't quite understand that. I don't think it makes sense, frankly. But doesn't matter. Another good finish. He drives it hard. It was at a height where Henderson could maybe have got something to it, and he did get something to it, but he could have gotten something more to it. But again, a lot of power in the finish, so it's a solid finish. Up 2-1. Then we go up 3-1. Merino quickly gets the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard sees Jesus in acres of space. Jesus is away, and I was happy to see him go straight to goal, based on how things have been going for him up until that last night, of course. You think maybe would he take it to the corner or see if he can get another teammate involved? But no, he went straight to goal as he should have. And it was a great finish, better than the second one, just low across the keeper and into the corner. So hat trick for Gabriel Jesus. I'm pretty sure it's the first of his career, so that's incredible to see. And yeah, so 2 assists for Odegaard off the bench and an assist for Saka off the bench. And then in the dying moments, though, really not the dying moments, there were still 5 or so minutes left. Eddie Nketiah scored a brilliant header. It takes something special to beat Raya in general. and especially from a header, because the way that Nketiah sort of contorts his body and manages to get so much power on the header and place it into the side netting or in the corner is really, it's a great goal. So credit to him. And in the end, we got the job done. You know, wasn't pretty, but that is not really all that important at the end of the day. We are through to the semifinal of the Carabao Cup, and it's a tournament that we've slagged off historically, but I think at the end of the day, we know that we're at the point now where we need to win silverware no matter what it is. This team needs to see some sort of tangible proof of the progress we've made, you know? And so does Mikel Arteta for his own sake, his own confidence, his own belief in what he's doing. And so, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, we celebrate a Gabriel Jesus hat trick. Comes right in time for Christmas. But I do want to briefly mention, you know, it is concerning that our second squad, or, you know, our second rotation in attack just looked so toothless, man. Obviously, we saw how much more impactful they could be with Odegaard on the pitch. But still, you know, when we don't have our two or three big names there, we just don't look threatening. And that is concerning because the system should be, enough for these players to then go on and get the business done. But the quality just doesn't seem to be there. Trossard is not as impactful as a starter. Sterling just looks like a non-existent player, man. He's just not good. I hate to say it. I have to shout out Kieran. I forgot to mention Kieran Tierney. You know, he had a really good cross that Sterling should have put away to equalize. It was a decent save on the first attempt, to be fair, and it came back to him a little quickly. It was a bit awkward based on his footing, but still, you have the entire goal to aim at. Henderson's on the floor. You just got to put it away, man. But at the end of the day, we're through to the semifinal, and that's all we can really ask for. So I hope you enjoyed the game. Gabriel Jesus hat trick. I didn't think I would ever be saying that. And yeah, on to the semifinals. So we will soon find out who we play against, with Tottenham and United playing tonight. So I'll speak to you all soon, housemates, as we prepare to visit Crystal Palace in the league on Saturday. So until next time, come on, you Gunners. Peace, everybody.